In our Sunrise Smart Start, we're going live to Washington, D.C. as lawmakers work to address the ongoing baby formula shortage.
Washington correspondent Jesse Tenor is live with us this morning. Jesse, good morning. Baby formula, certainly a hot topic, especially for parents with newborns. Has any legislation been introduced to try to resolve this shortage, and what does that contain?
Yeah, good morning to you both. There actually have been several bills already introduced by Democrats, and the House is going to be voting on at least one of those today. It essentially loosens the restrictions on what specific formula those who use the WIC program to pay for it can get, and that's available to them. And so they're trying to expand those options. We will see that vote today. Another one that's out there would just allow the U.S. to quickly buy the product from other countries, so that it would put more funding in place. And then a new one that House Democrats just introduced yesterday doesn't only address the shortage, but it also looks at this from a safety standpoint as well, really kind of boosting inspections not only here in the U.S., but at manufacturing facilities across the world that we get our product from, to make sure that babies are being fed the best product that is available.
And Jesse, have Republicans responded to this legislation, and what is the party's stance on the shortage in general?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the response that we've been hearing from the GOP is about regulatory issues. Senator Ted Cruz, when we interviewed him yesterday, was essentially blaming the Biden administration for putting all of these regulatory barriers in place that hurts domestic manufacturing. He pointed to the fact that one of the Abbott facilities, which is one of the largest producers here in the U.S., had to close. It had to do so due to bacterial contamination, but he was continuing to put it back on the White House. And that seems to be kind of the message from Republicans across the board, demanding answers from the Biden administration and the FDA. And tomorrow, they could potentially get some more answers, since the FDA commissioner is going to be in front of a committee.
All right, Jesse, thank you. Such an important topic. And of course, we'll keep you updated on this ongoing issue at RochesterFirst.com. Well, new this morning, 2 people hospitalized after incidents last night on Santee Street in Rochester. Police responding to the 100 block of Santee around 10:15 for reports of shots fired and a car crash. Officers learned that a 19-year-old female crashed into another vehicle on Santee after hearing gunshots fired in the area. A woman was hospitalized as a result of this crash. Meanwhile, police found an occupied house with 2 young children inside, hit by gunfire in the immediate area. At around 10:30, officers learned of a 20-year-old man who was dropped off at a hospital after being shot. An investigation found he was shot in the 100 block of Santee Street. His injuries non-life-threatening.
Well, voters across the region heading to the polls last night to weigh in on school budget proposals. As of now, the results show every issue and spending plan that has come in has been passed. See a full list of district results, including that for school board members, on our website at RochesterFirst.com.
Residents rejecting a proposal for a new Victor Farmington library with a $16.6 million price tag in the village of Victor. Over 4,600 ballots were cast, with 70% voting against the plan. Library Director Tim Nevers released a statement saying, in part, quote, "We recognize the current economic and global circumstances make this a very difficult time to support a larger library. We look forward to continuing to provide the friendly, personalized service Victor and Farmington residents rely on. We appreciate everyone who voted."
The National Transportation Safety Board releasing a preliminary report on the fatal helicopter crash that took the lives of 2 pilots in Genesee County last month. That report says the helicopter left the Genesee County Airport in Batavia around 11 o'clock that morning, then performed a number of maneuvers nearby. The helicopter then flew east, returning to the airport to perform additional maneuvers for about a half an hour. At that point, the helicopter then left the airport traffic pattern. Witnesses telling investigators they saw the helicopter flying away, then heard a loud bang and saw it descend out of control. The full investigation is expected to take months. Read the preliminary report on our website at RochesterFirst.com.
And an update this morning in the Brittany Drexel case. South Carolina sheriff's officials tell us Raymond Moody confessed to killing Drexel and led them to a wooded area where he took her body 13 years ago. Drexel disappeared in 2009 after taking a trip to Myrtle Beach with her friends. Drexel's parents were present in Georgetown County Monday when officials announced that the Child IX's remains were found and her killer was in custody.
Well, in Newark, Shannon Davenport, a mother who says her autistic son was beaten up last Thursday night, is now speaking out. The online video clip showing a group beating her son as he was waiting for her to pick him up. The beating was so bad he was taken to the hospital. Davenport says her son Caleb is not alone. She says this group has been attacking disabled people and beating them, then posting videos of the attacks on TikTok and Snapchat. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office says it is investigating, but so far no arrests have been made.
All right, James, biking forecast. Do you think it's a good morning to bike?
Yeah, if you don't mind, maybe putting some gloves on to keep your hands warm.
And a little bit of a, light jacket, heavy jacket. Depends
yeah, right.
how 40 degrees impacts you, I guess.
Well, look, if you're in the mid-40s and you're going 15 miles per hour, you've got a wind chill in the 30s that you're creating yourself. So it's a little bit chilly, certainly, but it's dry. Roads are dry. We don't have any rain out there right now across the region, so that'll make it easier. If you want to wait till it gets warmer, you've got all afternoon. I do not expect any rain showers until really late in the day. So we'll go high for the mid-60s there, and you see the rain chances do bump up as we get later into the evening. We'll have a look at the bus stop forecast and a tease toward the weekend at the end of the show. Mark Alley.
All right, James, thank you. Checking the roads again with our sunrise traffic, and the good story continues. No accidents to report at this hour on 390, 490, or 590. So again, if you're heading out the door, should be a smooth commute.
Rochester Fashion Week is back for their spring season beginning tomorrow at the public market.
Well, all of the funds will go once again to the Center for Youth. Erica Cost joining us with more on this. Erica, good morning.
Good morning. I spoke to an organizer and a designer who are quickly preparing for these two nights. And when we spoke, we all agreed the tragedy of Buffalo is on our minds right now. And they say they want Fashion Week to be a safe space for our city to come and express themselves, feel loved, and celebrate each other. You're going to hear from one of those designers later tonight on News 8. We spoke to organizer Elaine Spall, also executive director for Center for Youth, who says we're all feeling that sorrow right now, but it's timely. The funds go towards violence prevention and homeless youth. While this recent event in Buffalo is on an extreme level, Spall says we have violence in our streets most days.
We have to practice love and compassion and get radical about that. We had 6 shootings on Mother's Day. We have a need to do this, and so this isn't unique.
Tickets are all sold out at this point. And later tonight again on News 8, you'll hear from Rakeem Hill, a young black designer who started his brand Swankos 2 years ago during the pandemic. In the studio, Erica Cost, News 8.
Erica, thank you. Fashion Week was launched back in 2010. This will be the 12th year for the event. Time now to get a look at the GRE Morning Business Report. During the pandemic, tequila experienced a big surge in U.S. markets. Sales of tequila and its spicier cousin, mezcal, increased 30% last year, reaching $5.2 billion. Super premium tequila sales shot up 1,300% since 2003. Tequila is now the #2 selling spirit in the U.S., behind vodka.
And the job market for new college graduates is red hot, according to career counselors. The National Association of Colleges and Employers says companies plan to hire about 31% more college grads this year. For salaries, computer science averaging almost $76,000, $74,000 for engineering, over $60,000 for business and communications and humanities in the mid to low 50s.
Well, let's get a look at what some folks will be talking about at the water cooler this morning. This is a good one. Sometimes kids get their hands on things they should not, and sometimes that ends up costing some money. One mother in Texas received the unexpected notification from DoorDash saying her order was going to take a little longer to fill because of the unusual size. The reason, this little guy, Barrett, placed an order through McDonald's for 31 cheeseburgers.
Hungry guy.
Yes. After fees, the total for that order was just over $91. That's a lot of McDonald's right there.
Right.
And mind-blowing how young kids are just so good on technology, too, ordering on DoorDash. Wow.
Yeah,
Put those skills to good use, James.
Yes.
And keep an eye on your son, I might add.
I know, yes, certainly. Honestly, the hangry is a real thing with small children.
Yes.
Sometimes I get a little frustrated or angry when I'm hungry. For him, it's major blowout. Food needs to be in front of me immediately, whether or not it's 31 cheeseburgers.
Just keep the phone away from him.
Yes, exactly. As we hop on the school bus this morning, it's a little chilly, I think, jacket worthy for you, as numbers start off in the 40s with mostly sunny skies. A beautiful start. And we do warm up. Increase in clouds. Temperatures get into the 60s. No rain for most of the afternoon. That picks up as we get into the afternoon and evening. We'll finish off with this, the 8-day forecast. A lot of people talking about Friday. It's going to be a warm one. Note the wind, though, as well, to get us into the upper 80s. Do deal with some storms by Saturday and Sunday. But stay with us next couple of days. We'll be able to iron out that weekend forecast to really pinpoint exactly when those showers will end up. Both Saturday and Sunday happens to be the last weekend of the Lilac Festival. A lot of eyes on that forecast there.
Yes, and I suspect a lot of people will get the early start and make their way out on Friday just to take advantage of that forecast, James.
Right. I can pretty much assure you that Friday will be mostly dry.
Yeah.
All right, James, thank you. And thanks so much for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great